x Hunter. Where does everyone stand on this?
That nigga bum.
Say trash.
You say trash?
I say he a bum.
Yeah.
I would say I don't want to go full trash because I don't think he's a trash character. I think he was used as a plot device, but I can't say that he was lit. To me, I think so. I'm just jumping to my reasons. Like the things that encompasses a great character to me, right? Sometimes it's strength, right? Abilities and powers. They, especially in the shonen universe, they play a huge role into how good you look as a character. You may not actually have any meat behind your character, but if you're a raw ass nigga with hands, sometimes you can get away with that, right? Without the actual depth of character development. Then the other pieces like character development or like something interesting about that person's story. To me, the way Kite entered Hunter x Hunter, he was just I studied under Ging, which was like, oh, that's the hype there. It's like, oh, he studied under Gon's dad, who we assume is some top hunter. After that, he trained Gon, but I don't think that training arc was... to me, it was kind of a snooze fest, because I really didn't like the beginning of the Chimera Ant arc anyways. Mm-hmm. So it was actually pretty boring as compared to like the training arc they were before. Even in boring as Greed Island, they the training arc with Biscuit, to me, was more interesting. So... There's that. There's also the Zushi training arc. So if we compare him to like the previous trainers of the two,
it's the worst.
Yeah, two of them, he's not that great. And then if we talk about actual depth as a character, I don't know anything about Kite's motivations or what he wanted to do. Wasn't he like some ecological hunter that was his thing?
I don't know shit about that nigga except he got taught by Gon's dad.
Right.
That was his plot point.
He did have a cool power, which was he was a specialist thing. He had the different weapons. But the thing about the weapons is, the rule is that, when he's in like really dangerous situations, it gives him the exact weapon he needs in that moment. So even though like that was the thing they were bringing up on the group or whatever, even though he lost to that Pito when they fought, the weapon he got, the ability of that weapon is that it allows him to reincarnate. So basically, he knew he was going to win. Like, exactly. They knew he was going to win. That was the only weapon that he could have used in that situation. So, that power, while interesting, is just like there's no meat to Kite's character besides he was just the motivation to get that great scene from Gon versus Pito. But, like, if they told me Kite is coming back, which apparently he is because he got reincarnated as, like, a Chimera Ant, but like if he comes back into the story, it doesn't mean anything to me. Like I'm not gonna hop to the Hunter x Hunter chapter because the nigga says Kite is back now. Right. Like in talk shit, I don't care. So, so to me, that's why I lean more towards trash than lit. I wouldn't say he's a total horrible character where I feel like he's not written.
He's under Leorio.
Yeah, but if you
he's under Leorio.
Oh, under Leorio. I like him. I like Leorio though, but. I would say, like, even if you compare him to the other great hunters we saw in that arc, he's not that interesting. The one who I would have hated the most, fucking Smoke Buddy, he ended up being, like, one of the most interesting characters to be. The way that nigga lasted that entire arc and was able to just run niggas' face with that smoke, and the guy who I thought had potential I can make portals and shit, ended up, like, shitting his pants at the end. Like, those two characters alone were way more interesting than anything Kite did. And Kite maybe had more screen time, arguably, than some of them. So
yeah, I think that it was a huge flaw of that arc, the Chimera Ant arc. Like you said, slow build up to the arc anyway, and then you add this character whose only importance that anybody who, unless you just like this nigga for some only really remember him because he got trained by Ging. So you know what I'm saying? Like, fuck that nigga. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, if he wasn't in the story, it could continue the exact same way. What that nigga do? Help some niggas learn some okay moves?
That's it. I don't even know what was the power from that. Was it just that they were able to... Was it Ren that they were learning?
I think it was a stamina or something like that.
Oh, okay. I thought they learned to hide their shit in there, too.
Yeah, some shit. Like... I remember my nigga Zushi. I want Zushi to come back. Come back. Hey, bro, we told Zushi he couldn't be shit. He came back a real nigga. Knocking niggas out, bro. That'd be hard. I'll start reading that shit if Zushi comes back. But I'm not reading that shit. Hey, Kite here, bro. You want to start reading the manga? No. Alright. Oh.
But remember his weapons and stuff? All I remember is 2 weapons from him. That clown, because you can't forget the clown because that's basically what he died off of. And then the scythe. I think he had more, but those are the only 2 I remember seeing.
Yeah.
How about you, Gramps? Why are you saying trash?
So the biggest thing that pisses me off about him is given the fact that he is trained. He's, from what we understand, the only person that's trained under Gon's dad, who's basically hyped to be like one of the most powerful people within the whole story. Yep. And for him to be taken out in such a weak manner, it made him look like it's kind of like as if Goku trained you for like 10 years and then you turn out to be like Yamcha. That's basically how I felt at the end of the day about this nigga. And all of these, and they put so much more respect, like you were saying, on all of these other characters. I mean, yeah, they might have potentially been training under, what's the old man's name? Netero, who I would assume probably has even more hype. But, I don't know, he seemed very underwhelming to me, given the hype that's placed on Gon's father. So that's why I basically gave him a trash.
Gotcha. With no counter arguments, you guys have heard it here. The consensus is Kite is trash.
Garbo.